All right, guys. Good afternoon. Today, I I just want to take some time to discuss fundamental analysis with you guys. So that you can understand why where I'm always switching between my chart and what is happening in the news calendar. So, guys, understand that fundamental analysis is part of your forex trading enterprise. Okay, you will notice that I combine technical analysis with fundamental analysis. And the reason I do that is because news greatly affects the performance of the market. Okay, now when there are high impact news that are to be released, okay, on any particular day that you are trading, you have to be very very careful. It's either you don't trade that day or you ensure that you are you know you get out of the market before the news is released. Okay, so, but what happened here in this gold trade that we are reviewing is that I've not seen the setup that I'm looking for. That's why I'm still, have not entered this market. I've not seen the setup, guys. Okay, so many guys have entered this market today to buy gold, but I'm holding on because I've not seen the right setup. Okay, so you don't just enter the market because you want to trade. No, you have to wait for the right setup. And I trade price action. Okay, I look at market structure very deeply. Okay, if you look at this X line that I put here, okay, I want price to break through this, to break this structure and close above it. Then I'll be sure that the market is really going to push up. Okay, so what happened? This candle indeed closed above the structure, but I need a very clear closure. Okay, the closure I get here is not really what I want to see. All right, so I'm holding on. Okay, apart from technical and fundamental analysis, I also look at the psychology of trading. You see, you don't allow psychology to affect your trading. A lot of people jumped into this market because they say, they just looked at the chart and say, wow, this market is going up, and they just jumped in. No, I don't do that. That is what we call FOMO in psychology of trading, fear of missing out. No, see, where are you rushing to? This market has been here before you were born, and this market will continue here even after us. Okay, so where are you rushing to? Okay, don't rush to lose money in the market. Don't rush to give your money, to the brokers. Okay, just hold on, be patient until you see the right setup. Do not enter the market. Do not enter the market, and that's why I trade the 4 hour time frame. I trade the 4 hour time frame because it gives me enough time to look at my charts. Okay, it gives me enough time to stay away from my computer, do other things, because I have a day's job. Okay, so I can just stay away from the computer and come back after 8 hours to see what this market is doing. Okay, most times it's after 4 hours because each candle is 4 hours cycle. Okay, so I just say, okay, in 8 hours time I should be able to see what I want to see, what I expect from the market. If I don't see it in 8 hours time, which means there's no straight setup for me that day. So that is why if you have a day's job, try to develop the lifestyle to trade around the 4 hour chart. Okay. Sometimes, I take my entries from the daily chart, right? Because I'm practically a swing trader. Okay. I'm a swing trader. Because I don't have all the time to sit in front of my computer to be monitoring charts. So that's why I rather trade 4 hours or I trade the daily time frame. And these time frames are very stable. When they print signals, those signals are very strong. Okay. So guys, I like trading the 4 hour and the daily charts. Okay. So back to what we're discussing, fundamental analysis. Okay. Now let me show us a typical example of news item that came out this afternoon. That is the unemployment claims. Now, this is a very very high impact news. Okay, in the in the market that affects the United States dollar pairs. Okay, now gold is one of them. Of course, you guys know that gold is XAU USD. Okay, so the USD gold is paired with the United States dollar here. So you have to watch out anytime you are trading gold. you have to be mindful of what is happening in the United States economy. Okay, it is very, very vital because gold is paired with the United States dollar. That's how we trade this instrument. Okay, so guys, you look at what is happening in the market today. Okay, you see that we have the United States, you have the USD news that came out by 2:30 p.m. Nigerian time. This is GMT plus one. So if you're in Nigeria, GMT plus one. Okay, and that is 2:30 p.m. Now, this unemployment claim, what does it mean? Let me explain to you guys. To get more information about this, just click on this folder. Okay, just one click on this folder. Then you can read a whole lot of the literature about this particular news item. Okay, it said is the number of individuals who filed for unemployment insurance for the first time during the past week. Okay, for the first time during the past week. So it's a weekly news item. Okay, now they said actual less than forecast is good for what? Is good for the currency. So if the actual, which is this is the column for the actual here. So this actual is less than the forecast, which is 226,000. Okay, so this actual is 209,000 people in the United States that filed for what? That filed for unemployment insurance for the first time. Okay, in the past week. So this actual is less than the forecast. So this is good for the currency. Okay. So actual less than forecast is good for the currency, which means that if you are trading any United States dollar pair or the major currency pairs, okay, when when the actual turns green, okay, just know that it is good for the dollar. What that means is that there's going to be a lot of buying for the dollar. People will buy the currency pairs the people will buy that currency pair that has the dollar part of it. Okay, people will buy it. Okay, of course, you guys should understand this. I don't need to go into the buying and the selling currency pair structure. You guys should know that that's not actually the topic of today's discussion. Okay, now if you are trading any currency pair that has United States dollar, okay, if you are buying the base currency, okay, you are selling the quote currency. All right, so that is what it means. Guys, I don't want to go into that. I'll do a video on that so that if you don't understand that, you should go to my YouTube channel, to get information about that particular, information. So what that means is that for gold, for instance, since this is positive for the dollar, what that means is that if gold is selling, sorry, what that means is that gold should be selling, because if gold is selling, okay, the United States dollar is buying, okay. So if it is good for the currency, which means that this chart should be going down, okay, which means that traders will be selling gold, and that's why you see this bearish candle, okay, during this time period. This bearish candle was formed because at that period of time, people actually sold gold, okay, sold gold, and of course bought the quote currency, all right, which is the United States dollar, okay. So guys, that is how you use this forexfactory.com, to look at news items, okay, to know how you should manage your trade when there's any high impact news that is about to be released. Now, the other news item today affecting United States dollar is the revised UOM consumer sentiment. This is also a high impact news. How is it high impact news? Because there's a red folder. There's a red folder color. Okay, on the impact. If it is red, which means the impact is high. Okay. Now, so this news is coming up by 4 p.m. GMT plus one. Okay. Now, depending on what the outcome of this news is, okay, we may not be able to, determine how it will affect the market. Okay, how it will affect the market. So, but if you click here, you will read information about it. It's saying that actual greater than forecast is good for the currency. So, if we get any data that is higher than this forecast, okay, which means that it is good for the greenback, that's the United States dollar. And what that means is that for gold specifically, gold will start shorting, okay? Gold will start, going down, as it were. Okay, so guys, that's how you look. That's how you use the forexfactory.com, news calendar site to look at the fundamental aspect of your trading. Okay, so it's important, guys, to do this because you have to combine your fundamental with your technicals, just like I just showed you here. Excuse me. You take a sip of drink. Okay, so if you are trading any currency pair, you have to be mindful of the news concerning the countries that use that currency pair. Okay, you have to be mindful of it. Okay, you stay away from the market. Okay, good thing we have not entered this market because that news, is enough for me to stay out of the market. Okay, if I knew, just like I knew ahead of time that there were two high impact news that are coming out on United States dollar today, it was just instructive for me to stay away from the market, guys. Okay, it was just instructive for me to stay away from the market. So I stayed away from the market also because I've not gotten the right setup. All right. So, guys, what I'm expecting in this market is for price to break structure and show me structural shift. Before I would decide what to do in this market. So, guys, patience is a virtue in trading. I keep saying this. I can't say it. I can't talk about this enough, guys. Patience is a virtue in trading. All right, you have to be very, very patient. Okay, if you want to learn, if you must be very good in your trading. Okay, so guys, let's look at other things that I expect from this market. Okay, now I've seen a double top. This is double top chart pattern here. Okay, is this market going to push down? I don't know yet. Okay, but what I can tell you guys is this: if the market is, if price is able to break this level, okay, this level here, let me show you. Okay, this is the swing low of this market. Okay, if price is able to break through this market, through that level, sorry, excuse me one thing, 1 minute, let me call this Y. Okay, let me call this Y. All right. Okay, so if price is able to break what, to break through Y. Okay, if the market is able to break through Y, all right, to the downside. Okay, if the market is able to do that, then for me it has broken structure. Okay, if price closes below this Y, level, then structure has been broken. All right, so guys, I will now start looking for an opportunity, to short this market to the down, to the downside. Okay, all right, guys, just 1 minute, please. All right, so guys, I think that's all for now. Looking at the fundamental analysis relative to your technical analysis, you can see how I've combined both to give me a directional bias, for this trade. Okay, so guys, you can see that all these other indicators I have on the chart, your trend line, your the moving averages, my area of interest, those are just to add confluence to my trade. Okay, so until I see until I see a very clear signal, until I see a very clear, you know, good setup with high probability, I will not I will not take a trade. Okay, I will not take a trade. If gold is to continue going up, it should break this structure. Let me show you guys. You can see. Okay, this is a very strong structure area. Okay, very strong structure area. If you look to the left hand side, you see how price is being rejected. Okay, you know, you see how price is being rejected away from that level. Okay, you can see it. You can see it on the left hand side. Okay, so for me, it's a key level. The other major level is above here. That's where I'm expecting to take my profit. Okay, if this market decides to break through this intermediate structure. Okay, so guys, that's how we do this trading. You have to be very patient. Okay, you have to be very patient and step by step monitor your trade. As soon as the right setup, appears, then you pull the trigger. All right. So, guys, thank you very much. That's all I have for you today on this setup. We started this early in the week, and so far it's been profitable. We didn't take all the trade setups because I didn't get to see all of them at the time. they presented themselves. Okay, so you don't worry. If you don't, if you didn't see those setups, please don't worry. Another opportunity will present itself. The market is always there. Okay, opportunities are always there. So don't allow FOMO to make you enter into a wrong trade setup. Okay, be patient, be careful. As soon as those setups present themselves, you are going to see them. You'll be very convinced that indeed this is what you are expecting. Okay, so guys, that's how I do this trading, and I hope you guys do appreciate it. I hope you guys understand it. That is the way we trade the market. Okay, all right, guys. So do have a wonderful day. Bye bye.